Happy Friday, everyone. Today I renewed my global entry via Zoom. So I wanted to do a video because I know not a lot of people have done it via Zoom. And so I wanted to be able to give you guys as much information as possible. My name is Betsy. I've lived in Tijuana for 6 years since my husband was granted voluntary departure back in 2019. And for those of you who don't know what global entry or Sentry is, it is a piece of gold for those of us who live in the border. It allows you to quickly enter the United States because they already would have done a background check on you. So that's what global entry is. If you look in the caption and you're going to see a little arrow that says Betsy Life in Mexico, you can click on that and it's going to take you straight to the video where I talk specifically about what global entry is, what Sentry is, how to apply, all those details. This video is just talking about my renewal for global entry. Okay, so I will be referring to my notes because I wrote down every single question that they asked. Now, my global entry does not expire until August of 2026, and they recommend to renew it at least a year because you never know how long the approval process is taking. For example, when I applied the very first time, it took a whole year to get it the first time, but I have had friends and family in the last year that get renewed or get their new one like within the week, like the whole entire process. So everyone is different. So anyway, so I went ahead and I submitted my renewal on October 30th. I got my conditional approval on November 5th. So I freaked out a little bit because a very close friend of mine, she did her renewal the same day and she just got an approval. She didn't get a conditional approval. So I got it a conditional approval and I thought it was because I was talking a lot of shit about politics, but it wasn't that. So I got a conditional approval. And so then I was stressed out because now I have to go all the way to Los Angeles and do the appointment. I don't like crossing the border. And I'm just like, was not happy. So it took me a couple of weeks to kind of circle back to the Trusted Traveler website. And then I noticed I can do it via Zoom. I'm like, cool. Much rather do that. So I did that today. And they have I could have done it the next day, but I think I set it like right before we went to Mahawa, so right before Thanksgiving. Anyway, so did my renewal today. The interview lasted 7 minutes. There was a lot of background noise on his end, and I'm super sensitive to that. Like, even when I put music on my videos, it really bothers me. But he had a lot of background noise, so it was really distracting for me. Anyway, okay, so the questions he asked me to confirm my name. Oh, let me backtrack. So when I selected Zoom, they send you the link. I did not get an email confirming the Zoom. So be sure to sign back into your account and then you click on that Zoom and you sign in 15 minutes before. So I was there 20 minutes before and he was completely punctual. It was at 11:10. So he was there. Okay. So he confirmed my name. He had me confirm my name, had me confirm where was I born, my date of birth, and then this is where things got a little weird. So he asked for my passport to take it to the photo and to put it up on the camera. Now, I was using my external camera from my laptop and it was blurry. So then he had me go into portrait setting to take portrait setting off. That did not work. So now I had to open my laptop and do my webcam from there. The reason why I didn't do that originally, and this is a stupid reason, but in my webcam, you can see my Frida. And for whatever reason, I just didn't want him seeing it, and I can't blur my background because I'm putting things up on the camera. So anyway, I was able to move my laptop so you couldn't see Frida in the back, so it actually worked out. But we did go back and forth with my external camera. Remember, I said in the beginning, the interview lasted 7 minutes. I timed it because I recorded it. The messing with the camera took 3 minutes. I really wasted a lot of time there. I'm sure he wasn't happy with me. Okay. So now he was able to see my passport page clearly. He asked what my current address was, and then he confirmed the P.O. box that I have because I still have mail that goes into California. He then asked me for my driver's license to confirm my address, and my driver's license has my P.O. box, which is also a little strange, but I've had it like that for 15 years. So then he asked me if I had a utility bill with my address, which I do not, but I did have a bank statement. So that I also showed into the little camera. He confirmed my phone number. He confirmed my email address. He confirmed if I was still at my same company. And then he asked if I have traveled outside of Canada or Mexico. And I said I had traveled to Costa Rica in 2023. And I wasn't sure how that was going to go over because I didn't enter back into the US. I entered back into Mexico, but it was a non issue. He asked if I have been arrested anywhere in the world, which I have to look at the application and see if that's how it's worded. Not that it matters. I've never been arrested. But he was very clear about that question, if I've ever been arrested anywhere in the world. So keep that in mind if you have global entry or sentry. Don't think if you get into trouble in another country that it doesn't show up in US, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, okay. Then I wrote this down so that it was, so I got the wording exact. He asked if I had any custom or immigration issues, violations, fines, or penalties. I said no, because I haven't. He then said, okay, I'm going to update your profile. You should have your new card in 4 to 6 weeks. Told me that my number doesn't change. So if I'm in the middle of travel, it's not a non-issue. He reminded me that I can use kiosk if I am traveling overseas, and then I confirmed that my car was still part of the renewal, because when I did my renewal, it asked me, do you currently have a car, in the program? And I said, yes. But then when I looked at my application for my renewal, it said that I didn't have a car registered. But he said, yes, your car just goes with your renewal. So that was the Zoom. Super, super easy. I'm assuming they only do that for renewals, because how would you be able to do it for a new application? So if you have a renewal for your global entry, for your Sentry, I highly recommend Zoom. I had read that some people, their officer didn't show up. Mine was super punctual, easy, very happy I did it. And if you do not have global entry, and if you do not have Sentry, I think on every single live that I've done, I talk about it. I urge you to get it. It's a travel piece of gold. So definitely do that. And if you have any questions about immigration to Mexico or to the US, or just life in Mexico and traveling in Mexico, please follow, send me a message. I'm here to help.